Okay. Okay. All right. So let's get into it. Hello, 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 everyone. It is Ramira, aka Mara the Goddess. For those who do not know me, my name is Ramira, 29 years old, stay-at-home mom from Atlanta, Georgia, and I rob banks legally. And I'm here to teach you how. So let's get into it. So we actually, so last week I asked everyone to, um, if they wanted some new pairs for me to be able to mark up. That's what we're going to do. So we actually have EJ here, Euro JPY, the Japanese yen, and we're just going to mark it up for the first time. The really cool thing about this is that I actually used to trade this pair. Oh, well, learn to trade this pair when I was a beginner. But I don't know why I just stepped away from it. So I may have to bring that back. May have to trade it, especially because of the Asian London overlap as well. So maybe it may be a pair that I can probably pick up on and give you guys some pairs throughout the evening session. All right. So you may see me looking up and down and up, right and left, right and left. That's because I'm recording simultaneously to different platforms, but no worries. So let's get into it. If you can hear me, say hey. If you could see me, say hello. Um, all right. So what the first thing that we're going to do when we're coming to the charts, I'm a new beginner. I'm just now learning out what's going on. Let me pull open my Candlestick Bible. What we're going to do, we've already read the book of the Candlestick Bible. So now I am about to do my top-down analysis time frame. So let's go to page 70. All right. So as a price action trader, your primary time frame is 1 hour, 4 hour, and the day. All right, so the price action works on bigger time frames. If you try to trade pin bars or golfing bars on the 5 minute time frame, you will lose your money because there's a lot of noise on smaller time frames, and the market will generate a lot of false signals because the hard battle between the bears and the bulls. So besides, there's no successful price action trader who focuses on one time frame to analyze a chart. Maybe you heard the term um, top and down analysis, which means to begin with the bigger time frames to get the big picture, and then you switch to the smaller one to decide whether to buy or sell the market. So let's say you want to trade the 4 hour, you have to look at the weekly chart first, then the daily chart. If the weekly and the daily charts analysis align with the 4 hour chart, you can take your trading decision. And if you want to trade the 1 hour, you will have to look at the daily chart first. This is a critical step to do as a price action trader because this will help you avoid low probability trading setups, and it will allow you to focus on high probability price action traders. I listen before I go into any more depth. I have been doing that all my life. I do not understand what is that gasp for air hiccup thing. I don't know what that is, but whatever, it happens. All right. So during throughout the top-down analysis, we want to start with a bigger time frame. We look forward to gather the following information. One is it's going to be the most important support and resistance. Okay, support and resistance. Okay. These areas represent turning points in the market. If you can identify them on the weekly chart, or in this case, if we're going to do the 1 hour time frame, which is the daily, you will know what is going to happen when the price approaches these levels on the 4 hour chart. So let me break this down a little bit for you guys. With the top down analysis, I know it did say the daily time frame, and then you want to go to the 1 hour, but we're going to the daily 4 hour, then 1 hour. If you're going to trade on the 4 hour, it's going to be weekly, daily, and a 4 hour time frame. All right. So you would decide either to buy to sell or to ignore the signals you get from the market. All right. So, oh man, I forgot. If I'm a new trader, I forgot what support and resistance are. Have no fear. Everything is in the Candlestick Bible. Okay. All right, so Candlestick Bible, just a little side note for those who are joining me, you could be able to download this. This is a free download inside of your internet browser. Or if you'd like to purchase it, there's an Amazon link that I can throw out for you. You could purchase the book. I know when I was starting off, I didn't really have that much money. I actually did this download. I printed it out myself and put it in a little folder. Um, I don't have the folder with me. But I put it in a little folder and I learned it that way. Highlighted the areas that I needed and how to highlight it that way. But I'm sure you guys, so now it's on my computer and let's do it. All right, support and resistance. So let's go to page 58. And this one may be a little bit detailed. Video today, but we're gonna make it happen because it has to be detailed in order for us to get it. So support and resistance are proven areas where buyers and sellers find some of equilibrium. They are major turning points in the market. Support and resistance are formed when price reverses and change direction. Okay. In an uptrend, the previous swing points acts as a support level, and in a downtrend, the old swing points acts as a resistance level. All right, so swing point, this was a resistance. Now it became support. Okay, it broke out and then landed right here. This is our swing point. This is our resistance. It broke out, came support. So let's go find our support and resistance level. So we're doing EJ. We can clearly see that it is a uptrend. Says it's going freaking up. This is in a weekly time frame. So let's go down to the daily time frame because I don't want us to get confused. And let's find those swing points in the area. Yeah, I could do, yeah, trend lines is good. All right, so yeah. Now, we can. So, we've identified, right? Let me put my arrow on for us. All right, this is the lowest price has been before, and it continues to go up. So this was that resistance that we somewhat seen like a similar on an example, right? So this was the resistance. It froze first, it broke out, it made as a support level, then she shot up. Now, reason why I put it right here because I like this is support right here and also support right here. But if you wanted to move it to like where the highest of the swing point is, we can definitely still do that. It will act as a support right here. And then she went up. So if we're gonna do it the textbook way, we can. Okay. All right, so that was that resistance. She broke through. She did come back down. That's why I said, because we did have an opportunity where we could be able to buy right here and then catch her up, but we brought right here and caught her up. So those swing levels, see, I really like it. Also, I really like it like that. Yeah. All right, this is our resistance area. She came back in at like a support. All right. So we found and then we identified our support and resistance levels, swing points, and the previous swing points. Okay. All right. So what's next, man? What's next? So let's go back to our page 70. All right. We've identified the support and resistance level. It says these areas. Okay, so you decide either to buy or sell or to ignore the signals you get in the market. So we've seen that EJ was actually buying. So we're looking for buys on Euro, JPY, EJ. All right, so the market structure. The weekly analysis will help identify if the market is trending up or down, or is it ranging, or is it a choppy market. In general, you will know what the big investors are doing, and you will try to find a way to follow them on a smaller time frame using my price action strategies. So market structure, lower lows, higher highs, higher lows. All right. So we can identify this. This was a lower low. That's the lowest that it was right here. All right. And then now we have a higher high. All right. This a higher low because it is higher than this previous low. And we have a higher high right here. Okay. Then we have our higher low. Um, Now, in this case, if we're just doing it back and forth, we can higher high, higher low. I'm going to use this as a higher high right here. Okay. All right, higher low. These are the higher lows right here. All right, and then she finally broke out and she made a higher high right here, higher low, and then we have another higher high. But this is all one, just big old higher low because these are actually higher than this previous low right here. But that higher low is still higher than the previous other lows. So all this section is a big old higher high. I mean higher low. We have a higher high right here, so we can identify this. We could put a higher low right here. And then right now, as the market stop, we have another higher high. Okay, all right, so we identified our market structure. And if you needed to know what the market structure was, always go back to page 3. Let's go back to our what's that, trended markets. When we're talking about market structure, let's first start off on page 51, market structure. Yeah, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. It did authenticate that, but I just wanted to make it simple for you. All right, so we did our market structure. We identified the higher highs and higher lows. We know that we are already buying the market. So we talked about support and resistance. We talked about market structure. Okay. All right. So what's our next thing? All right. So the previous candle, the last candle on the weekly chart is important because it tells us what happens during a week and it provides us with valuable information about the future market move. Okay. When you identify these points using a weekly chart, you can now move to the daily chart or the 4-hour chart and try to gather information. All right, so we can just look at the weekly, but we don't have to look at the weekly. In this case, we're looking at the daily time frame. Oh, look, this was a bullish, and this is a bullish engulfing, and also a morning star. This was a bullish engulfing. This is retracement. This is a bullish engulfing on a weekly time frame that lets us know that EJ was actually buying all week. So our previous candle on a daily time frame was actually, oh my gosh, There's a fly in here. All right. On the daily time frame, this is a bullish candle indicating that we are buying. Sellers did push the price back here, but this little bit of wick, but the buyers actually came back and pushed the market back up here, and this is where she actually closed off at. All right, so now let's jump down to our 4-hour time frame. Okay, all right, so now we're on our 4-hour time frame. Now what we're doing. Oh my gosh, it landed on my damn nail. My hand sanitizer. All right, pause, y'all. It landed on my nail. Oh, I'm glad I caught that. Hold on. Okay, I am sorry, but that was getting on my nerves. All right, so we're going to 4-hour time frame. What we're about to do, what we're looking for. All right. Um, previous count. Okay, so now the market condition. What is the market doing on the 4-hour time frame? Is it trending up or down? Is it ranging or is it choppy market? So let's switch to our 4-hour time frame on EJ. Let me get my candle out the way. Anyway, whatever that was. All right, so currently price, she's going up. There's our higher high, kind of looks lower than that high, but she's high and low. And then she broke out. There's our higher high right here. She is definitely up than all those previous higher highs. Okay. All right, so the market condition, price, the market is actually trending up. All right, so what are the most important key levels on the 4-hour time frame or the daily time frame? This could be support and resistance, supply demand areas, or a trend line. So this is a personal preference for you. If you want to use support and resistance, if you want to use supply and demand areas, or if you want to use trend lines. But have no fear, whatever which one that you do use, you can always refer back to the Candlestick Bible when we're talking about support and resistance, trend lines, and then we have our supply and demand areas right here. That's at page 130. Yeah, that's the only one that talk about supply and demand. Yeah. All right. So in my case, since we've already been using support and resistance, I'm going to stick with my support and resistance. You can, however, use trend lines as well. But I do see that trend lines tend to break out, but sometimes those breaks are false. And it just may be a retracement, and me thinking that it's going to sell, it's just really retracing to get back into a better position to get into whatever the market is trending. But I do not want to stop you on if you're going to use trend lines. Trend lines can definitely be your friend. I know some 6 to 7 figure traders that still use trend lines to this day. So, you know, have at it. All right, so we're going to do that support and resistance level. If you need to refer back, go back to page 58 again. But since we've already talked about it in this previous section, this previous video, we're not going to. So we need to find the most important key levels on the 4-hour in this case. So on our 4-hour, let's go to our let's find our support and resistance ones. Okay. I actually like this. And I may need to color this different color. Let's do purple so we can identify. And I kind of like this because resistance then becomes support, not once, not twice, but 3 times. Okay, that resistance now becomes support. See if we can find another one. All right, so what do we do if price is the farthest that we think that we can go, right? All we have to do is refer back to where price was previously at. And with this one, I may have to do a horizontal line. Jeez, price hasn't been back. Oh, yeah. All right, so you have to go on. Wow. Y'all, look at this. Price hasn't been this high on EJ since, well, since this high, really, it was back in 2006. That is freaking crazy. And she finally came down as a resistance here. So I couldn't find it on the 4 hour time frame because that's where TradingView actually stopped me at of how many bars it was able to go back to. But you can always go to the daily time frame and get more data. So what I'm doing right now is looking on the daily time frame, and I'm looking where that supported resistance still. Where was price before? And I price is actually sitting right. Okay, so what I'm looking at, price is actually sitting right here. At first it was a resistance and it became a support. She broke down the resistance as well. Support broke down as a resistance and she came back up. Support broke down. Support. She broke down a little bit. Support. She broke down some support, but she never really fell right here. All right. She was always been in support. Then she finally broke out, retested, and came down and started selling. Okay. So I'm gonna put a line literally right here. The reason why I'm putting this line, and I'm gonna keep it purple since we're really gonna be looking on a 4 hour time frame, but we know that she came from a daily time frame, but we don't have that much data. Um, so, but I see the wicks here. Y'all, look, hold on. I see the wicks here. This is where price like it reaches this level and then she just like starts to reject. So I really like what this area is. She actually has a rejection right here on the resistance side, right here on the support side. These are really just fake outs. But I like this wick action. I like where this support and resistance level. This may be a major Q level actually. Also, with looking at it, the number says 156.300. When you have those hundreds or 50s at the end, those are bank levels. So looks like we are at or close to a bank level. Price may actually hit that bank level and we'll probably start to see some rejection. All right. All right. So let's go back to our 4 hour time frame. And we do have some ways for her to go up. It says 109, 113 more points. I mean pips, I'm sorry, to go up. So all right, so we found our key level, we found our support and resistance levels, where price can go. Um, price is at a high spot, and that EJ I actually like that since 2006. I'm actually gonna write that down as I like taking notes on my peers that are trading to see, to just collect data. We're data collectors. That's all it is. At the end of the day, hey, if you like data collection, this is it. This is another form of data collection. All right. So we identified the market condition, right? All right. We seen the most important key levels on the 4-hour time frame. This could be the support and resistance. We've identified the support and resistance levels. All right. So price action signal and candlestick patterns that will provide you with the signal. Sorry, a candlestick pattern that will provide you with a signal to buy or short the market. This could be a pin bar, an engulfing bar, or inside bar. Let me give you an example to help you understand why it is important to adopt the top-down analysis concept in your trading method and what is going to happen if you don't look at the bigger time frame before switching to your primary chart. Look at the illustration below. All right. Um, so this is a proven turning point as we seen on the far back 2006 on a daily time frame. Every time price was kept going down, she failed to go down, she kept going back up, kept going back up, kept going back up, kept going back up until she finally dropped. What, years later? That was so crazy. Years later, right? Hold on, let me go reverse back to it. This is so crazy. I just love data collecting because, like, yeah. So price hasn't been that high since, let me say 2006, December 2006, right? She finally broke, and that was 2 years later, y'all. 2 years later, she finally was like, all right, I'm done. I'm tired of holding up the market. We about to just sell because I'm tired. That's what she did. I can't hold y'all no more. Y'all got too much baggage going on. I feel like I'm tired. She a woman. She fed up. I'm fed up. I'm packing my bags and I'm gone. So we've seen that happen. All right, 2 years later, she finally broke out. So it says, as you can see, the weekly chart above, we have gathered 2 important points that will help us decide what to do on a daily time frame. This first point is the market approaches an important weekly resistance that will represent a high point in the market. The second information is a rejection from the key resistance level. As you can see, the price was rejected immediately when it approaches that level. This market indicates that sellers are there and they are willing to short the market. What confirms our analysis is the formation of the inside bar false breakout pattern that indicates a reversal. Now let's switch to the daily time frame to see what is going on in the market. All right, they was on a weekly time frame. They went to the daily time frame, right? Bullish candlestick buy signal. Okay. All right, it says on the daily chart, we have a clear pin bar candlestick pattern that would indicate a bullish signal. If you focus on one time frame to make your trading decision, you will buy the market because there is a clear pin bar signal. But if you analyze the weekly chart, you would know that there is a very powerful key level that will stop the market from going up. So it's better to think of selling the market if there's a clear signal rather than to buy it. So in this case, what we're looking at, right, on the 4-hour time frame, yes, she got 100 or so points. I mean, I'm sorry, 100 or so pips to go up in the market. But we know that this hasn't been here since 2008. It kept rejecting what has been that high since 2006, and then she finally rejected in 2008. And every time she kept trying to go back up, she just kept resisting, right? Because this is the highest it's been since 2006, y'all. Today is 2023. What the hell? All right. What the hell? I mean, literally, what the hell? All right. So I just switch to the daily time frame. Every time she tried to keep going up, yeah, I came up a little bit, but we selling back again. We selling back again. All right, we buying. Is she gonna sell? We close to that point. We close to that point because she finally made that rejection. All this could be just a big old, I'm gonna be honest, it could be just a big old retracement Baby boy is a big old retracement to get in for a sale. So we got to be very, very careful. All right. All right. So look what happened next. Boom. Candlestick. It did buy for one more day. But what happened? She sold. The weekly level dominates. Top down analysis. That's why we need it. So what we're looking for in this case, we need some type of indication. If we're going to go down to the 1 hour time frame, let's go back to our page 78. Hey, baby boy. Baby boy is up, guys. He's up from his mommy's recording. Yeah, we about to end. He woke up just in time because we can't do nothing at this current point right now, right? Because all we're looking for now. What was it, 78? Oh, let me go back to page 3. Don't touch that. Oh, page 70. Sorry, guys. Okay, wait. You want some eat? Okay, thank you. I got a problem with food, y'all. Got problem with food, kids. All right. So price action signal. Um, so the candlestick provides you that will provide you with the signal to buy or short the market. This could be a pin bar or in a golfing bar or an inside bar. Let me give you an example to help you understand why it's important to adopt the top-down analysis concept in your trade investor. What is going to happen if you don't look at the bigger time frame before switching to your primary chart? And then it broke it down, what we was talking about. All right, so we're looking for a price action signal in this case. Even if you do look on a 1 hour time frame, right? So 1 hour time frame, what are we looking at? We're looking at a bunch of nonsense. All right. Yes, she can buy up. We have in bullish and golfing here. She is doing some. Now look, y'all. I'm gonna spread this out a little bit, right? We have that little pin bar letting us know we are gonna go up. She is gonna go up. We do have that indication to go up, right? But look, at the previous candles on the 1 hour time frame, she got some rejection here. She kept closing right here, kept closing right here, kept closing right here. I mean, beautiful, beautiful even closes, right? It could be a sign. Now, I ain't no guru. Okay, I ain't no guru. Guru. Okay. Okay, we about to end. So I'm not no guru. I'm still recording. Okay, hold on, baby boy. I'm no guru, but price action is telling us that we're getting some type of resistance is hitting. We are close to that daily time frame measure support and resistance level. So be careful. Yes, she is buying, but she may be extended. So we want to wait for actual candlestick price action signals to be able to let us know if we're going to buy this market and continue to buy, or if we're going to sell this market. All right. So it is my time to go. I hope you had a great session with me. This was just a pop-up. We did a TDA, broke it down. We have EJ. I'll be back on Sunday, Father's Day, to actually do my weekly market chart, market overview. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share and follow everything. Merit of Goddess 22. We do now have our Facebook group where we can engage in everything that we do. Please join the Goddess Trader. I'm still building that group, so bear with me. But hey, we have one portion. All right, I gotta go. Baby boy is being the boss baby like he is. See you guys later.